What's up, everybody? This is Zack, aka Zack, aka I'm Zack, aka Love Friends, the Publishes in 5 French magazine in French video games and Super French magazine in Japanese video games. Creator of Jelly Radio and many more podcasts and websites, zack.coffee, that's ZACK.CUFFE. Listen, guys, please vote for me on the DJ Mag Top 100. If you vote for me, there's a mention of Jelly Radio in the DJ Mag magazine, then that means that what? In the DJ Mag Top 100, if there's a mention of Jelly Radio or my name, Zaki Keomi, then that means I'll be able to have some more disposable income, and then I can be able to travel a little bit more further. Now, as you know, I live in Central Valley, California, but at the very least, that means that I could have a hotel room in San Francisco at W Hotel, which is a dream of mine. And if I could live at the W Hotel, and yeah, I could DJ once in a while in the San Francisco Bay Area, but at the very least, I could just focus and work from the Bay Area when I could go and go to events, hang out with people, just say hello, and just work on my album or work on more music. And obviously, I can also do what? I can collaborate. I can talk to other musicians. Now, I know a lot of people think that all the collaborators, all the DJs are hanging out in Los Angeles, and that's very true. A lot of them are in Los Angeles, but there's a lot of them that are in the San Francisco Bay Area. There are a lot of them that hang out there, and I will put San Francisco back on the map. A lot of people think, no, they got to go to all these concerts in Los Angeles, but they can also come to San Francisco. W Hotel, dream of mine. I got to go. Unfortunately, that day, I got to dance at the Charlie DeWitt concert, and because I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I pretty much almost broke my back the next day, and then I got to stay in the hotel and work from the hotel the whole weekend. I had to write some reports, I had to do some more analysis and all that shit that goes on in the world. But like I said, my dream would be to be in San Francisco for a longer period of time so I can get some work done on all fronts. I could just work on the computer, writing, books, podcasting, analysis, all this and that, and then I could also work on music and things of that nature. But anyway, right now we're doing a quick video for what? Shout out to Blinken. Shout out to Secretary of State Blinken, who is blinking because what? Everyone is trying to get this ceasefire done. It is time. We need the ceasefire. He admitted it. I'm a little pissed at him. I'm pissed at him. I know he knows I'm pissed at him now because nobody told me the truth about him. Is that the goddamn guy's got a Israel passport? So that's starting to piss me off. But I just need to explain to him that the whole nonsense about getting this done, and meanwhile more people are dying in Palestinian territories and the Gaza Strip, and then and when the West Bank. It's really problematic. It's really problematic. I'm tired of this. I'm really tired. I'm trying to explain in a sort of quantum mechanics sort of way to explain to you what kind of monster I'm dealing with here. It is pretty much Netanyahu is like Higgs from Death Stranding 2. It's Death Stranding 1, Death Stranding 2, and I just don't know how else to say, but he's just a monster. He's just a monster. How else to describe this? We were so close to get this ceasefire done in Israel-Palestine, and all of a sudden that Hamas leader got killed at the very last day of when Russia had the tenure of the UN Security Council, and then the ceasefire issue is completely is not going through. It's not working. And then what else is going on? Israel is now throwing a war over here and over here and over here. So just like the mighty words of POTUS, President Biden, what did he say? Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? Are you serious? This close to get the ceasefire done, then all of a sudden, everything is back in disorder. This is really problematic, very problematic. Starting to piss me off, starting to piss you off, starting to piss everybody off. The whole goddamn planet is trying to get the ceasefire done, except for Netanyahu, who just went, no, we're going to do this. We're going to keep. So essentially, Netanyahu is lying to the whole everybody. He's lying to all the diplomats. He's lying to all the back channels. He's lying to the State Department. He's lying to the Quai d'Orsay in France, and he's pretty much lying to the whole European community. He's lying to NATO. He's lying to pretty much everybody. And we need to come to a certain realization. Who is Netanyahu and why is he so strong? That everybody, the whole planet, pretty much over almost 200 countries, all of NATO, all of European Union, even like the Arabs, the Arab League, the African League, the Asian, the China, and Japan. You know how hard it is to get Chinese and Japanese people to hang out together? It takes more than just a little joke about people that forget that Laos exists, There's a great new video game I've been playing. It's called Find the Guess the Flag. Guess the Flag. So obviously, a lot of people. There's a lot of commotion on Ukraine. Ukraine. Don't forget about Ukraine. Yeah. Okay. Ukraine's like 33 years old or something like that. Okay. Just there's other countries that have tremendous amount of history, and you really need to give them a little bit more respect, a little bit more. Be a little nicer. Okay. Palestine's been at war with Israel for like 74 freaking years. Meanwhile, the Air Force, the United States Air Force, has been in service for like 76 years, and even they're tired. They're tired. Have you ever talked to those guys who are all, got their rucksack, their backpacks, and they're just walking for like 50 fucking miles, going over here, going over there? How many times did I try to explain to you guys? Every time, every second, every minute that this conflict continues in Israel-Palestine, what does that do? What does that do? That puts American troops at risk throughout the planet. How does that happen? If there's bad sentiment against the American people or the American armed forces, then it is more likely that something terrible or tragic can happen around the planet regarding those peoples. And it's not just those army people and military people. It can get even worse. It could affect civilians. Remember all that backlash, early after the Iraq War, where all the American tourists were having to wear Canadian backpacks? Do we want to go back to that? No, we don't. We really don't. We really don't go back to that at all. So listen, goddammit. Right now, Blinken is exhausted. He's been flight, like jet lagged to the max. He's completely jet lagged. He's flying Egypt, Jordan over here. He's trying to get this done. Now, I'm pissed at him because he's got an Israel passport, but a lot of you guys are pissed at me because I also have a French passport because I'm also a French citizen. Still got to get that updated, but we'll get to that eventually. So please, can everyone just shut the fuck up for 3 seconds and just agree on this ceasefire? We need a truce. We need everything to calm down, because the rest of us, especially my posse, 40 million gamers, we're trying to play some video games. There's a lot of video games we're trying to play, and we have to give up another amazing Saturday night because of all you guys just wouldn't stop arguing over the most stupidest thing. Remember I talked about the Chinese got their brand new video game that everybody loves, the Zenless Zen Zero? Well, they got another one. It's got this cool chimpanzee ninja over here, and the game has sold so many copies. Everyone's talking about it. I've yet to do a review on it. I'll do a review on it soon in the future, I promise. And then the Japanese got the whole RGG studio with the Yakuza games, which I enjoy playing, and I'm playing right now, and I'm doing some more live streaming about it. So you see this? If we can get the world where even the Chinese and the Japanese are shaking hands and just be like, these white people are just going crazy over here. That is essentially what we've come down to over here. Netanyahu, who keeps talking about, we will never let the Nazism happen ever again. This is anti-Semitism. Look what he's doing. He's performing genocide against Palestinians. You got to start looking at statistics and be like, 40,000 dead Palestinians, 90,000 injured. What are you guys going to say when it's going to be 100,000 injured and 40,000 are dead? What if it's 50,000 dead? You don't have to look further, but that as it gets a little higher and higher, suddenly we're looking at statistics that are from, Netanyahu dropped more bombs that the equivalent of what happened during like all the Iraq War, Afghanistan War, or even all the bombs that were, Nagasaki, Hiroshima. This is ridiculous. Meanwhile, with my goddamn dad bod over here, I need to explain to you guys that Half-Life 3 confirmed. Half-Life 3 confirmed. We're trying to enjoy some Half-Life 3. It's on its way. It's coming. It's been the 20th anniversary. Thanks to Gabe Newell. Gabe Newell has been on his couch, just looking at everyone and just laughing it up with his Steam money. He just enjoyed racking up all his money from Steam. And basically all of us were like, listen, goddammit, we were all stressed out. We need a little stressed out. And a lot of people ask us, what do you mean you're stressed out? You work in technology? You're a programmer? What do you mean you're stressed out? Can you explain to us how you're stressed out? Can you do a little PowerPoint? We're not going to give you a PowerPoint, okay? We're going to show you Half-Life 3 confirmed. And then when you see Half-Life 3, you'll be like, oh shit, well, I guess I can see how this could be a little problematic. That's what's going to happen. You're going to see Half-Life 3 confirmed. You're going to play some Half-Life 3, and oh, gee, well, no wonder these programmers are so stressed out. Quantum computing, lambda calculus, that stuff is very complex, very complicated. And unfortunately, I can't show you what that shit means on a little whiteboard, even though I try, or on a PowerPoint presentation. That's not gonna happen. When you see all those developers at Valve Software create Half-Life 3 Confirmed and see what they've done to that poor man, Gordon Freeman. Remember what Gordon Freeman looked like before? Remember what he looked like in Half-Life 1? Half-Life 1? Remember what he looks like in Half-Life 2? Remember what he looks like in Half-Life 3? Thankfully, we have the great indie community, indie developers, modders, and all that. They've done some videos. They've done some videos on YouTube. It's hard to search. We may have to do a playlist, and you can see what they've been working on. It's the look that some of these scientists and researchers do, when they walk out of a very dangerous situation. Just like all those scientists that walked out of when COVID started in the pandemic, and they had the look on their faces, just like we have yet to have a new Resident Evil game. When we get a new Resident Evil game, I think it's Resident Evil 8 or Resident Evil 9, can give you an aspect of what's going on. It's just minus the zombies. There's no zombies, but just to give you an idea. So the distraught look on the face, that's what you'll see when you see Half-Life 3 Confirmed, and you see Gordon Freeman just walking out and just completely distraught and like shaken and all this and that. That's stuff that you kind of see when we play Death Stranding, and we're waiting for Death Stranding 2. That's a level of difficulty. A lot of you guys, of course, we play games to show you different levels of difficulty. A little bit of Sonic, a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, a little bit of Naruto. But for you guys who are the experts, if you can play games that are rated M for mature, 17 and up, where you can understand this complicatedness, that's what we're dealing with. And a big shout out to the whole Call of Duty team. I'm very happy for the Call of Duty team because they actually they're working on the Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and it's really nice. Like, they're actually going to show behind the scenes, the truth lies, all these crazy stuff where you thought that all this is a lot of people were always like, oh, Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. All lies. We all remember Matt Damon's movie Green Zone. We all remember movie's Green Zone. He's running around like a psychopath. Like, what do you mean? Where are the weapons of mass destruction? There's no weapons of mass destruction. There were none. So thankfully now it's the future. Now hopefully things are calm in Iraq. But those guys, Matt Damon. That's based on some guy who's probably a bald guy, maybe a little short, but still somewhat tall. Very costaud, as we say in French, very strong. Who's been to war in Iraq and Afghanistan, and that was his job. That was his goddamn job. I'm sure the name was modified, or that's not what his name was, but he was there in Iraq. We're looking for weapons of mass destruction. Where the fuck are they at? And then his superior told him, don't worry about it. It's exactly what the fuck happened. When we talk about the military-industrial complex and all this and that. That's why we're very excited about Black Ops 6. It's going to be amazing. And just like I said, if Black Ops 6 is about the 90s, don't worry. When Black Ops 7 comes out, or Modern Warfare 4, we're going to tell some great stories. We're going to tell some wonderful stories. Anyway, right now the lights are blinking, so it's blinking. Blinking needs help. So Blinken, you have my support. I will eat the bagels. I will eat some bagels, and I will hang out with whatever diplomatic liaison women you have to write some more language in English. I'll write it in French as well, obviously, as well. But I'll write it in English and just we'll figure this out. It'll get done. But listen, this is really escalating out of proportion. Like right now, Netanyahu is trying to do the war in Lebanon, which I warn you might happen, and we don't want the escalation to lead into Lebanon. We really don't want that shit. Okay? It's really important. The military is like, it's not spread thin, but it can be. We don't. Do you really think the U.S. military wants to deal with going to Lebanon right now? No. There's plenty of other things to worry about. What I tell you was really on our minds right now. Right now, there's a quantum Cold War. Quantum Cold War. There's a quantum Cold War between who? USA? Well, I'm left-handed, so USA and China. We want to say China and then USA. These are the two strongest right now. At quantum computing, this is the two strongest. Now, thankfully, go ahead and take a snapshot if you prefer. If you prefer, a saint, or if you prefer me, well, I prefer the, Buddhist monk. And right now, thankfully, America is stronger at quantum computing. Now, there was a scare. A lot of people were scared at Intel Quantum because of what's went on with the stock and all this and that. But that's because the company is pretty much split in not just two, but almost three entities. Yes, because there's Intel Corp, there's Intel Foundry, and then there might be Intel Redacted. But we'll get to that. Just please understand that the technology is there and it is very strong. It is very strong. Intel Quantum is very strong. And then obviously Microsoft Quantum is also very strong, and they've been working on it for a while. Now, the only problem is there's a lot of top secret documents, which we're not really allowed to discuss much, but that it is Google Quantum is actually at one point was stronger than all of them, but then they got in trouble because Google Quantum did not play by the rules, and they destroyed a lot of they started to mess with nature, which was a big no-no. It was like Google Quantum kind of broke like a cardinal rule of programming, because we always explain it's very important for computers or especially AI to never hurt human beings and never the special law of the Asimov whatever, like the one that we try to put. Okay, well, the problem was Google's Quantum tried to really RoboCop might be nice, but Google Quantum went full Skynet over here, like a Rise of the Machine. But let's be honest. Let's be nice. Google Quantum was not that bad. It was Grok. Grok was the one that really starting to go almost self-aware, or kind of go self-aware, and that's why we were a little scared of what Neuralink in conjunction with Grok version 2. Because please understand, ChatGPT is at version 4 and about to be version 5, and Gemini is behind with Gemini 1 and Gemini 2. But Grok 2 is getting to be really scary over here. Now, in terms of quantum mechanics and the kind of like metaphors, who we're trying to explain, trying to picture. You remember how Iron Man was so strong and nice and good. And he's a good guy. Well, the problem was at one point they're starting to fight a you remember Vision? Vision was a cool person. Well, the other one who was not the good person is goddamn Ultron. Ultron, you remember Ultron, the robot guy who just take over everything? Yeah. So that's at first Grok was nice. Oh, we love Grok. It's pretty cool, and AI. Yeah. Well, all of a sudden, Grok 2 is starting to turn into Ultron instead of Vision from Marvel. Does that make sense? Does that help your presentation over here? That's what I'm trying to explain. Because I try to get back into my Twitter account, I can't even get back to I am Zacky. It's driving me bananas. I have an alert to the FBI. I'm like, this is really important. This is critical. I really have to get back in there, and I have to get in my account because I have to write code and I have to post updates. Very important to warn people, whenever there's, especially during California fire season, during when roads are closed, or with Caltrans, when there's a roadblocks or all this and that. It's very important for me to post those updates. Anyway, not to get too much sidetracked, back to good old Blinken. Blinken's over there. He's basically explaining to them, both sides, just calm down for at least a truce. At least a truce for, I don't know what to say, but it's about to be September. And the month of August is going to be right thereafter, which will be the 1-year anniversary of this whole conflict. And meanwhile, I'm not trying to act like a snob, but myself, Keanu Reeves, and thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, and almost millions of fans of Cyberpunk 2077 and Phantom Liberty were trying to enjoy some time playing that goddamn DLC. And we didn't even get a chance to do that. I'm still trying to allocate some time to download all the mods for Cyberpunk 2077 on the PC so I can start my server so that we can enjoy some multiplayer. That's right, multiplayer on Cyberpunk 2077. Everyone's going to go crazy. It's going to be amazing. Amazing. Please calm down. The reason why Blinken is stressed out, so am I. And the French are stressed out, and whoever that woman diplomat at the State Department who enjoys bagels just as I do. Would you please calm down? You have 30 days. You have 30 days. You have 30 days. You have all of September before August 7th, which is the anniversary of this whole goddamn conflict. You've got to come to a standstill. You have to stop. A little peace plan and what? The whole going into Lebanon and all this is just unnecessary. It really is unnecessary. Please. We got more bigger shit to worry about, okay? Unless you guys forgotten, there's more updates from ULA. ULA's got more updates to do between now and in the next couple of months, and they're really a little concerned about the goddamn weather, okay? It's a little hard to, launch satellites and rockets when Florida has got hurricane season, okay? Merde. There's a lot of stuff to worry about. There's all these things to worry about. You guys just completely clueless. You're like, focus on Ukraine. That's great. But what could have happened yesterday when we all focused on Ukraine? If we had all just main focus on Ukraine last night, somehow, some way, someone could have taken advantage of that situation. Oh, it's a diversion, and they could have attacked, American military convoy somewhere else around the world. Unless, thank God, that analysts, intelligence analysts, alerted the intelligence community ahead of time. That's right. That work is very important. And you see why it's so important for POTUS to read his intelligence briefing in the morning, or like I said, at night, for our friends in Europe, because of the time zone? Do you see what can happen if Trump is the one who has to read those and he's illiterate? He hasn't read a single book. You see how dangerous that can be? That's right. Now you can see how complicated this is, right? Please understand that, America does not have to just deal with Ukraine. There's issues throughout the whole goddamn planet. The whole planet. Every time you make it seem like it's all about Ukraine, how does that make it feel when you're a soldier and you're wearing your whole uniform in another country around the world? Around the world. Huh? Everybody in the Middle East who's over here trying to, we do not need a war with Iran. It's really, we don't need to do this shit again. It's going to be another quagmire. It's going to be another 10 years of, with the military in the U.S. will have to waste another $1 trillion worth of money. It's just, we don't need this, I need that. That's what can happen. That's why diplomacy is the answer. Diplomacy is always more important than everything else because it calms things down. Calms them down. It's very important. Now, the reason why I'm going to end this video is because I have to do one in French for my compatriotes, my French friends and people that are in France, because obviously I love to explain myself in French much more. But I am going to just a big shout out to Japan. A big shout out to Japan because I know that a lot of people are very much against grocery sushi. They say it's a cardinal sin to have grocery sushi. Well, I am here to, just like some people are heroes because they're the first on the front lines. I will be first on the front line and I will eat some grocery sushi. This is some mango sushi with quinoa. It's got land fusion over here. Fusion. That's right. I'm actually watching the Dragon Ball Z movies for the first time. I've seen all the shows, but I've never seen the movies. And I'm very excited because soon I'll be able to see Gogeta, which is Goku and Vegeta together. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I'm going to watch that for the first time. It's going to be awesome. So please, guys, we need everyone to calm down. And don't know how else to say this, but a lot of you guys are newer generation. You're the next generation. You're all playing Fortnite and some of you guys are playing Minecraft or whatever the heck you guys are playing, but I have a little beef with Roblox right now. I've seen a lot of those documentaries on Bloomberg and Vice and The Intercept, and right now I'm really upset about Roblox. There's some really, I don't like what's going on there. I'm gonna after some more thought and analysis, I'm gonna tell people, don't play Roblox and just play Minecraft instead. And then, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm just gonna, after what I've seen documentaries on Bloomberg, it's definitely something, I don't know. We'll talk more about it in the future. Anyway, Blinken. Shout out to Blinken. Keep working hard. You're jet lagged. Please get some sleep, or you're gonna wake up and you're gonna realize you're gonna be way over your head. And I know you're asking for help now, so we're gonna give you some help. Go ahead and help Blinken. Explain to him we need that ceasefire. It has to happen. We need it right now. We need it today or tomorrow. But the clock is ticking, guys. And the 1 year anniversary is going to be August 7th. August 7th is in about 1 more month. So please calm the situation. And if you do not calm down the situation, I will go ahead and play Death Stranding 1 Director's Cut. Talk about Drawbridge. Just to give you a little scare to understand what we're dealing with. How dangerous Higgs is. I'm trying to explain how dangerous Netanyahu is and how a monster he is when he has destroyed so many Palestinians' lives. And really, only one person with the help of everybody else can work in conjunction to defeat him. Sam Poto Bridges in English, but that's what we're dealing with. Netanyahu is just that dangerous, and it is really, I don't know what else to say, but we need to give you guys some sort of metaphor to describe to you what kind of predicament we're here in. It's really bad. In other news, I'm having issues with my Beats by Dre earbuds. They're not working with the Bluetooth. This is ridiculous. Fix that shit. Do I need a software patch or what? My Bose headphones, they work perfectly. They work really, very comfortable, and they work wonderful. Beats by Dre, the earbuds, send a new software update. They gotta get fixed. This is ridiculous. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and more videos to be on the horizon. And I'm very excited. I'm about to make my 500th video on YouTube. 500. This is huge. This is just like the number episode of Naruto Shippuden. This is great. Amazing. I'm very excited. Bleach season 3, 1,000 Year Blood War is going to be in October. We're going to watch season 3 in October. It's going to be great. And as you know, Kurosaki Ichigo is going to defeat the Yahweh dude, the most evil character in the world, and he's the most dangerous of them all. He has to defeat him. Kurosaki Ichigo and all of his friends will have to defeat him once and for all. Hopefully in season 3 in October. It's happening. Yes. Yatta. Ikuze Ichigo. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time. Bye-bye.